enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stockton, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC because he has the sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfortable anywhere but in the Octagon. So it's a loving relationship with fighting for Nate Diaz. When he's happiest, when he's best, he's fighting in the UFC. A guy that boxes, unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the Octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that is the case yet again here tonight. The stars have aligned, and the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history is back tonight. The former two-division champion, Conor McGregor. As such, the celebs are out. Let's see what type of version of Conor McGregor shows up here tonight.
Usually when Conor McGregor shows up, it's usually his best version. He's a guy that takes a great amount of pride in preparing for the event. He says it's a fight every single time he sees his opponent, from the press conference to the weigh-ins to the stare down. He is ready to show his opponent his best self every time he's in their face. And not only does he do that in the build-up, when he gets into the Octagon, with all the ability that he possesses, he's able to do that same thing. That's why he's been so successful and has gone from the bottom to the top of the UFC in such a short time.
Truly one of the elite strikers in UFC history. Moves every needle you would like him to move. And as you said, his work ethic, his preparation truly is legendary. Let's see if he has put in the right work in advance of this showcase fight here tonight. Conor McGregor, the sport's biggest superstar, set to face Nate Diaz. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. We go inside the Octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world and the former UFC lightweight champion, the notorious Conor McGregor!
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the Octagon. All right, here we go. Round one. Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor. This is about as big a fight as we can put together.
I mean, we have seen this on more than one occasion, and I gotta be honest, I am still as excited as the first time they set foot on the dais for a press conference. This is a big fight. It will always be a big fight. I can't wait to get started.
Perhaps we get a little bit of a feeling out process here early.
No, these boys hate each other. They just want to fight.
All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start. Found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target. He's very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way.
Strong straight left there.
Those are big strikes.
Nice connection there by Nate Diaz. Not a guy you want to let get going here on the feet, DC.
No, because it's all downhill with Nate. right? It's the activity that will overwhelm his opponents, and this looks like the start of that.
Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind it. And that's the danger in the engagement there. And there's that jab. Nice body kick right under the elbow.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one.
Beautiful punch to the body.
Well, fear is not a factor for this striker. Coming out swinging early as we expected. Everything being thrown with fight-ending intent.
He throws everything so hard, but he said to us, when we talked to him earlier in the week, he goes, I'm not afraid of anything. I don't care if I get taken down, as long as I get to put some leather on the guy that I'm fighting before.
So we pull up the stats for you now. 32 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. And he blocked the punch there.
Hands high, hands high.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by McGregor.
Get on first.
Oh, that body shot hurt him.
45 seconds remain in the round.
Big shot lands for both guys.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, spinning back twist out of nowhere. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Round two, Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz.
Ready.
All right, folks, here we go with our next round. And in terms of his output and his efficiency with his significant strikes in the previous round, you can argue that was the best 5-minute stretch of his UFC career.
Oh, absolutely the best 5 minutes he has ever had. He was in a zone. Everything he threw was just landing and landing with vicious intent. He's got to feel confident as he gets off the stool for the beginning of this round.
All right, so there's that Nate Diaz left hand. You've talked about the sneaky power. That one looked pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's throwing it hard, but he's so accurate that when he lands, he can hurt you. Nate Diaz has a really good left hand, and it's all rooted in how he hides it behind that slap right hook.
Nate Diaz presses forward and lands here, DC. You know this is a pressure style and a pace that he can certainly keep up for 15 full minutes if needed. Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now. Nice swing attack to the body lands for him. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Strong punch to the head and the finish. Oh, huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace after round one. So we got the message from the corner. And
Who's hurt? Serve him up. Go get him.
oh, with authority, the body.
That one landed clean.
This could just about do it. Huge left hand. So 67 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Well, and in terms of the efficiency on the feet, landing with 36% accuracy here thus far against Conor McGregor. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Diaz's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Wheel kick lands. Well, now these kicks are really starting to pile up since he found his range. This could be trouble. That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Final seconds here of round 2. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
Third round underway. Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. Now we're going.
Oh, punches and bunches. Effective strike there by Diaz. Landed the overhand. Oh, this could do it.
Big right hand. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he lands a big left hand. Back to the feet. Diaz is blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously big. Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here. Oh, McGregor's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent.
Protect your face.
Straight punch is good. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Well, this is...
He's really bad.
That is it! Holy smokes! With a huge win tonight!
Jeez Louise!
Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 47 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by TKO, the notorious Conor McGregor!
So what a moment for the biggest superstar this sport has ever seen. Conor McGregor, your winner by TKO.
Beautiful performance by McGregor. He did everything he wanted to do inside the Octagon tonight. And when Conor McGregor finds his flow, he's hell on wheels. Tonight,